Just a few days away from Christmas, this is not the kind of weather travelers were hoping for. It's hard to resist not picking up your phone. Right now, the supermarket shelves are pretty bare, but soon they'll be stocked with food. Students say this simulator is more than just a reason to get out of class. It could save somebody's life. Investigating the death of a 2-year-old boy in Fairdale who they say showed signs of physical abuse. A Fayette County restaurant is robbed for the second time in just over a week. Breaking news out of Raleigh County, the University of Charleston is taking over Mountain State University's campuses in Beckley and Martinsburg. We've been seeing snowfall all day long, and it's not going to be stopping anytime soon. And we've been seeing reports that it's only going to get heavier this evening. Michael Harshaw was headed to work this morning when a young man knocked on his door and barged in. Their morning was nothing like they expected. The family said it seemed like it lasted forever. Tonight you are going to hear from a man that seems like he's no different from you or I, but Matthew Campbell's drug addiction has changed his life, and he's hoping he can change yours.
I was introduced to meth, and the first time I tried it, it was a game on then. It was something that I continued to use pretty much all the time until I learned how to cook it, and that's when things really got bad.
Matthew Campbell struggled with meth for more than 20 years, including falling back into the habit after living a sober lifestyle at the Learn Center in Beckley.
Relapsed and really got worse. That's when the meth use picked up even harder and more severe and extreme.
The 42-year-old grew up in a Christian home. When his parents divorced when he was in the 7th grade, he gave in to peer pressure and started using alcohol and marijuana, which led to cocaine and eventually meth.
It destroyed my life. I mean, it took everything from me: family, homes, relationships, and almost my health, and got me in legal trouble.
Campbell says meth is very addictive and has no real physical withdrawals, just psychological.
It gives you energy, confidence, false confidence, really. I mean, you think that you're on top of everything, you know, makes you work harder, stay up longer, focus, but in turn it's really going in circles. It gives you really just this sense of heightened awareness, but then sets in the paranoia afterwards.
Looking back at his life on drugs, Campbell realizes the damage he could have done to himself and loved ones.
I really would have hurt myself and other people, and that's the hardest thing now that I'm clean and sober and picking up the pieces, is to think of the damage that I did to other people.
After relapsing, Campbell is now back at the Learn Center for a second time, sober.
I haven't used for over a month and just trying to take it one day at a time.
Now, if you know someone on meth, the best thing to do is call your local law enforcement agency or get the person checked into a sober living facility like the Learn Center. I'm Lauren Haviland for Newswatch. State police in Fayette County are on the hunt for marijuana.
It's a gateway drug, and it's an easy way to get drugs off of the streets in the area.
Troopers have paired with the National Guard to get a bird's eye view to find the illegal plant.
People that are certified in it flying in the chopper, and they just go locate the patch where normally they grow. It's an open area, and as you can see here, some that we pulled, it's different colored green from the sky, so they can locate it pretty easily.
They spotted from the air and got us in on foot. We go ahead and take the plants out of the area.
Even though it's just the beginning of the growing season, as you can see, state police have been extremely successful in seizing the marijuana crop.
Yesterday was a very successful day. Plan on today being just as successful.
So far we've been very successful. Today is just as good as it has been yesterday, and we're just getting started today, so hopefully we have a lot more to go.
Police have been so successful they have already seized more than 400 plants, which means one thing for the area:
getting more drugs off the street so they can't grow it and cultivate it and then turn around and sell it.
Troopers say even though they don't usually make arrests while eradicating marijuana, seizing this much will show the community they're cleaning up the streets.
Just a dramatic drop in the drug activity in the area helped to improve the area.
State police will continue their search throughout the week. In Armstrong Creek, I'm Lauren Haviland for Newswatch.
My son is a good kid. He's just made some bad choices.
Gwen Alexander says her son and his gang, called the Jack Boys in East Beckley, are out of control.
My son included, along with 3 other juveniles, have been sent off due to carrying guns in their backpacks, fighting, violence. And see, my question is, why does it take all of that for us to get help for these kids?
These boys are vandalizing homes, drinking alcohol, and doing drugs. For the past few months, Alexander's son and his clique have been trying to leave their mark in this neighborhood. Well, right behind me, they left it on some telephone wires.
Those shoes that were put up there on that telephone pole were my shoes. That's a sign of a crack house or drug dealing.
These actions have caught up to the 17-year-old. Right now, Alexander's son is sitting in a detention center in Princeton.
Thursday, took a BB gun and shot somebody in the neck. Now, if it had been a regular gun, if the cop had seen it, they would have shot him.
Alexander tried to get help for her son before this happened, but she had to wait a month when she filed for an incordial petition.
But look what's happened. I've been trying to get help for my son because of his out-of-control behavior since November the 8th, okay? And look what's happened. Somebody had to get hurt for him to get help.
Police have been called out to Morris Avenue plenty of times, but Alexander says neighbors have to help control this problem.
We as a community need to stick together. I'm not the only one that's seen these kids out here at night drinking. I'm not the only parent that has problems with their children.
Alexander says there's one group in the community that can help save these boys from destroying their future.
We need some more mentors out here. We need some more men to step up to the plate and help some of these young boys before they get out of control and they can't be helped.
Though Alexander will not see her son for a while, she hopes he knows she's doing this for him.
My son is an excellent child, and I want to see him get the help that he needs. I want him to know that he's better than these streets, and it's time to wise up and grow up before he turns an adult.
In Beckley, I'm Lauren Haviland for Newswatch.